In Fairfax County, there are approximately 4,000 people living in hoarded conditions. In these homes, where free space is limited, occupants are at a high risk for injury or death in the event of a fire. It is a serious, dangerous condition where occupants are often unaware of the danger in which they have placed themselves, their pets, and their loved ones.
I'm an investigator and fire marshal with Fairfax County, as well as a firefighter EMT. Hoarding conditions in homes create extremely dangerous conditions for both the occupants as well as the first responders at an emergency scene. The main problem is obstructed egress, meaning that the pathways into, throughout, and getting out of a structure are blocked and no longer provide escape routes. In emergency medical situations, patients that are non-ambulatory or rendered unconscious cannot be quickly moved on a cot and/or are hooked up to necessary medical equipment. In severe cases such as cardiac arrest calls and stroke responses, it's not uncommon to have 6 to 8 first responders around the patients performing different roles. Hoarded rooms do not provide adequate space to successfully treat the patient. In event of a fire, excess storage can make the fire scene extremely dangerous. Combustibles are a fire fuel load, meaning that these items can ignite and cause a fire to grow exponentially. When combustible storage is located next to heated appliances, such as furnaces and hot water heaters, they can easily ignite. Further, blocked doors may not easily be breached in order to gain access to the structure. This delays the emergency response time to the fire. Excess storage can block access to utilities such as the electrical panel, which is needed to shut off power to the structure to avoid electrical hazards during emergencies. In most hoarded homes, there are typically no working smoke alarms in the home. Hoarded homes are a serious danger to the homeowner as well as first responders.
Hoarding is more than just having too many things. It is an extreme accumulation of things that creates a dangerous living situation. As possessions stack up and free space around the house disappears, the functionality of the home becomes severely restricted. The floors become blocked, the stairways narrow, and it becomes difficult to move freely. Over time, and without intervention, portions of a home can become completely inaccessible. Without being able to clean, sanitation issues lead to the loss of health and well-being of occupants. Many people with hoarding issues eventually stop inviting friends and family over, which can trigger stress, depression, and isolation for individuals living in these circumstances.
I work for Department of Code Compliance. We're the agency that takes hoarding complaints from the community. Our investigations have 3 main focal points. Our first focal point is to eliminate life safety issues. This means to restore egress, we need to reduce or relocate personal possessions that are blocking windows, doorways, or walkways, or your way out in case of a fire. The second would be to restore utilities. We want to make sure that the heat, electricity, and water are on for sanitation purposes. The last would be to ensure the installation of working smoke detectors in the home. Our second focal point is with structural stability. Stacks of possessions are very heavy, especially when they're stacked from the floor to the ceiling. This can cause a problem when the extreme weight can exceed design capacity. This can cause sagging, bowing, shear crack formation, wall movement, and even broken footing. The problem is that this can lead to structural system failure and possible collapse. Owners may need to apply for a building permit in order to make these repairs. Our third focal point is improving quality of life. We want to make sure that we have working facilities for personal hygiene, mainly 1 working toilet, 1 working shower, and 1 working sink. Second would be to improve sanitation by reducing animal feces, improving poor air circulation, and eliminating excess garbage. Our end result then would be to improve the functionality of the living space.
From the exterior, hoarded structures may appear free of debris, but once inside, could pose a serious threat to the occupants. However, most homes with critical hoarding issues have many visible indicators of a problem. This includes parked cars filled with trash, yards, carports, decks, and lawns overflowing with excessive storage, curtains crushed against the glass from personal possessions pressing against the windows and doors. Due to excessive storage, occupants can only open the front door wide enough to speak when answering the door. Excessive numbers of possessions or trash piled to the ceiling throughout the home. Narrow paths or walkways throughout the home. Limited or no floor visibility. To make a complaint about a hoarded structure, please contact Code Compliance by phone or through the online complaint portal.
Animal Protection Police generally receives complaints from citizens in the community, neighbors. It could be from concerned family members or other county entities such as the Department of Code Compliance, the Health Department, or the Fire Department that comes into contact with hoarding cases that involve animals. Animal hoarding can affect the animals in various ways. Because they're generally not spayed or neutered, there's inbreeding involved, which can cause genetic issues. We generally see animals that have upper respiratory infections that are highly contagious. There's also issues with starvation because of the overcrowding. They're all competing for the same food. We have animals in large hoarding cases. They are found in poor condition. If we catch it in time, we can certainly help the citizen with reducing the numbers of animals that they have, providing the information that they need in regards to veterinary care and preventative care. We can also assist them with pointing them in the direction for adult protective services if needed to address mental health issues as well.
Hoarding is a multifaceted issue, often requiring government intervention. In 1998, Fairfax County started the very first hoarding task force, Emanation, to mobilize the agencies and departments to help citizens suffering from hoarded conditions. After the Department of Code Compliance was created in 2010, most of the enforcement action was housed in this agency. At that time, the task force was downgraded to a committee. Today, the Hoarding Committee meets quarterly to network more than 13 agencies and surrounding jurisdictions for education and outreach opportunities.
If you or someone you know is overwhelmed by hoarded conditions, you can access Fairfax County resources by visiting our hoarding website. By reaching out, you could save a life.